Now let's talk about matrices. Well, since in transportation many things are geared towards matrices or understood as matrices, like travel tables, travel times between areas, and etc. Matrices are extremely useful. So let's open our example Utah map, put in the counties. For example, if we have a matrix, if we want to build a matrix from all the counties to all the counties, a travel table between all of them, we can come to File, New, Matrix, create a new matrix. So based on the counties, we can call it travel table. The IDs we are going to use are the IDs of the layer, the area layer, and it's all to all. We're going to create two matrices. Let's say that the first one is AM peak, the second one is PM peak. We press OK, save the matrix as an example, and here we have an empty matrix with two layers. And this is important because only one file can hold multiple layers. So if you will have to do math or some computation with matrix, you keep adding many layers of matrices to the same file, and then you don't lose any step. You can easily retrace your steps. If you want to add or rename or drop a layer matrix, you can click on this button here, layers. Let's add another one and rename this to lunch peak. Add another matrix and rename it this at night. Close. Now we have several of them. If we want to drop, same thing. We select the one we want to drop. We drop. If we can never drop the one that is active, PM peak is active, so we cannot drop it. We can drop the others, and the first one can never be dropped. So close. Some operations are pretty useful. The first thing to help analysis is just this little button here. There are the labels. You can put the marginals on it, sum, maximum, minimum, mean, count, whatever you want. Let's put sum. It's 0 in this case. You can sort, and you can fill. Fill is probably the most important operation. You can fill with a single value. You can fill all matrices at the same time with, let's say, 1. You can fill only what is highlighted, only diagonal, or all the cells. Here we have both matrices filled with 1s. We can do cell by cell, or what I like most, formula. So let's suppose we want AM peak times plus PM peak only in the diagonal. That's it. We can do vector multiplication. We're not going to use it, but just so you know it exists. And what we can also do, if we have two matrices with the same indexes, we can update one matrix with the other. So in this case, we can update the AM peak with the PM peak, all cells. It replaced the PM the AM peak matrix with the PM peak matrix. The most common way of adding a matrix, this is not what we did, is actually executing procedures like multiple shortest path that will produce a matrix or trip distribution. However, if we can always import a matrix from Excel or other databases and export data to other databases. Let's try to export this one, and import and export are basically equal. So let's go to matrix, export. So what do we want to export? Which layers? All the layers. Okay. We press OK. Let's export to DBF. Matrix example. Press OK. Here we have one column for origins, one column for destinations, one column for one layer, one column for the other layer. If we want to import this matrix, we can come to File, New Matrix, create a new matrix. Oh, I'm sorry. We need a matrix open to do that. So let's open this other matrix that I had here. Come on, matrix, import, create a new matrix. This is the table that I have, travel table. Row ID is the first one, column ID is the second one. Next, we want both layers. So let's say we only want PM peak. If you have only one registry per cell of the matrix in your database, this is not a problem. If you have multiple and you need to sum, you have to click here, and we can press finish. Save this as the example, and here we are, a matrix with only one layer, the PM peak that we imported. And that is it for matrix manipulation in TransCad.